What's up, everybody? Back for another video with Big Jack, bringing you the best picks of the NFL weekend for week number 3. You guys missed us last week. We were at our boy T Major's wedding. Beautiful wedding up in northern Michigan. But we did give out
Shouts out
picks.
Lauren too. Don't forget Lauren.
Shout outs to new Mrs. Major, absolutely. Uh, we did give out picks though on Snapchat at the wedding. Jack went 2-1 this past week. He had winners with the Lions and the Bills, a loser with the Broncos. I went 1-2 again, bringing me to 2-4 on the season. I had a winner with the Bucks, losers with the Colts and the Bengals. A couple of teams that are just not showing a ton of heart right now. But so far on the season, Jack's 3-3. I'm 2-4. Hopefully, we'll both have winners this week and bring things back to 500 or above. So, Jack, pleasure to have you back. Always good to see you. Let's get right into the picks. My first pick of the week, we'll stay local. I'm taking the Bears. Right now, I see them -3 against the Texans. It's at home. I think it's two of probably the worst teams in the league right now if we're looking at it realistically speaking. Not a ton of talent on these teams. But I do still think that home field matters a lot in the NFL. The Bears will be at home. I think they're still a well-coached team. We'll see if Justin gets a few more passing attempts. I think last week was just a tough go up in Lambeau, and I think it usually is. So we're gonna kind of ignore that for now. I'm gonna ride Bears -3.
Love that play, baby. I'll
Yep.
take that all day.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess it's a little bit of that goofy dynamic with the sort of a Lovey Smith revenge game, but ever since he turned into Santa Claus, I'm not really sure he is Lovey Smith anymore. So might not be much of a factor.
True.
I'll jump into my first pick. It's a tough one that I guess I'm just getting it out of the way first because I don't feel great about it. But I am going to kind of fade your Colts pick of last weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Colts at home +5.5 is what I'm showing in this
That's
moment.
what I see too.
I just think Frank Reich has, historically been a slow starter, so it might even be a little too earlier in the season to ride one of his teams. But I think the Colts are a good team. I mean, the AFC South is so horrendous that it doesn't even matter that they've had this slow start at 0-1-1. But I do think the Colts kick it into gear a little bit. I'm not sure, if I would be as, high and mighty to say go ahead and jump the money line and really grab some juice on it. But I do like them at home. I'll take those 5.5 points. I think the Chiefs, hit a little bit of a skid bump there. I think it's a tight one, and I like them to cover the 5.5.
All right, right on. It's a game I had my eye on. I couldn't pick a side, but we'll see. We'll see, man. Colts got to be better than how they've been playing, but maybe they're not. We'll see. All right. Next pick, it's the team I picked the first 2 weeks, taking them a third week in a row. Everybody thinks 2 quarterbacks when it comes to this game. I think 2 great defenses. I'm taking the Bucks over the Packers -1. It's in Tampa. I think it's two of the better teams in football. I think the fact that it's in Tampa matters. I'm gonna go Bucks -1.
Nice. I love it. Amari Cooper just had like an 80-yard catch, but it might be coming back. I think that's sort of your squad. You just got to play the hot hand, baby.
Okay. Let's be honest. You got Tom Brady in that defense. It damn near a pick 'em. I like the chances there, right?
Yeah. No, fair enough. I heard some chatter about I don't know if it's offensive line questionables for the Bucks.
Okay.
No, Hakeem Hicks is out, and obviously the suspension with Mike Evans. So
True.
I heard some chatter about how there might be some, like interesting line movement around that game by the time it kicks off. But yeah, your logic makes sense to me. Pick them. I think it's in Tampa, right?
It's in Tampa. We get playoff Lenny running. Big game, and just let Tom go win. Like it might not be a beautiful win, but they'll cover that one.
Yeah, no, I could get behind that. My next play, I'm gonna go to a game last year. There's no shot you remember this, but last year the Jets and the Bengals also played. The Bengals were 2 touchdown favorites, and I came on this very program and said, no shot in hell the Bengals are, I don't care how good they're playing, they're not ready to be a 2-touchdown favorite. This weekend, they're back in
6.
New York playing the Jets again. They're laying 6, and I'm taking the Bengals.
Okay.
I think they come out of their rough
Okay.
start to the season. They had a bad overtime loss with a horrible first half against Pittsburgh. Ton of turnovers out of Joe Burrow. Just an ugly, ugly game. Last weekend, obviously horrible with Cooper Rush at starting quarterback, not able to get the job done. I think Joe Burrow, and Zach Taylor figure some things out this week. They start getting the ball out a little quicker so that offensive line doesn't keep getting exposed. And, the Jets riding high after that wild comeback win against Cleveland. I think they're going to get torn right back down to reality this week. I like the Bengals to win by at least a touchdown.
All right, man. I hope you're right. I just so everybody at home knows, every week I play all of my picks and all of Jack's picks, not for big money, but we play them all, and then I also parlay them all. I think last year we had to parlay once. If you do that, you basically cover your ass for the season. So, yeah, we'll see. I hope you're right. That's when I was actually thinking maybe Jets. Not to put that energy out there, but
we've gone against each other before.
We have. All right. Anyway, I'm struggling with coming up with a third one. Do I go back? Do I fade the Cowboys again? I think I'm going to stay away from that. All right. It's kind of a pukey pick and probably an unpopular pick and maybe even a recency bias pick where I'm stupid for making this pick. Maybe the Chargers win by 100, but I'm going to go with the Jaguars +7. They are going across the country. They are playing what should be a great team. But I'm going to take the Jags +7 and see how that goes.
All right.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I don't love the pick, as you could tell. Struggled coming up with a third one. I was thinking maybe Ravens over Patriots, but then Bill Belichick's playing some mind games up there. We're talking about Lamar's contract. I was thinking about maybe the Bills again just because they're fucking awesome. I don't know. We settle on the Jaguars +7.
Yeah, that's a lot of ins, a lot of outs to come to that conclusion.
It's kind of one of those games where if it was a dartboard, you just go like this and you throw the dart, and wherever it lands, that's the game you're picking. You've seen people, I don't know if you've seen it, where they fucking spin a globe and wherever their finger's at, that's where they go on vacation. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Just eyes closed. For some reason, the Jags are sticking out to me.
Hey, fair enough, man. That's a better route than a lot of people take to get to.
Probably better than my normal logic. Usually I think I'm picking winners, and I'm 1-2 both weeks so far. So
yeah, you're good. You're good. I like
we'll change it up.
Plus, with Justin Herbert's injury, he gets hit, he might have to come out the game. That rib stuff's no joke. So
I think they're just going to be one of those teams, the Jags, and I'm probably wrong, and they get this hype a lot, but they're going to kind of be like the Bears, I think, where they're just kind of feisty. Doug Peterson knows what he's doing as a coach. He's won a Super Bowl. Lawrence is looking like a pretty solid second-year quarterback. They got some weapons. I don't know. We'll see. It's also a game where maybe the Chargers are looking past them. You never know. So, Jaguars +7.
All right. Come on, Jags. All right. Urban Meyer's still the coach down there? Just kidding.
He's gone.
My last pick of the week is I'm going to go back to the Carolina Panthers. Got burned on them in week 1. They lost on that 60-yard field goal as time expired against the Browns. Also, some controversy with the fact that should have probably been intentional grounding, but I digress. I'm going back to the Panthers. They're getting 2.5 at home. It's actually a little cheaper at -105 right now, so you don't have to pay as much tax on that one if you get it in now. I just think that Jameis Winston's back injury is potentially a little more serious than the Saints are trying to make public. They looked atrocious offensively against the Bucs all Sunday. And I realize the Bucs have an excellent defense, but I don't think that Jameis is going to all of a sudden come out and look drastically different than he did a week ago. I like Carolina catching 2.5. I think a lot of public money will move on the Saints at what appears to be a tasty, less than a field goal cover. And I'm just going to ride it. I'm going to fade that and ride the Panthers, catching the 2.5 points.
Right on, right on. Hell yeah. All right, so to recap, here's the plays for the weekend. We got Glenn on the Bucks -1, the Bears -3, and the Jaguars +7. Big Jack is on the Colts +5.5, the Bengals -6, and the Panthers +2.5. You parlay all of those, and you got a +5,000 wager for you. So, a little over 50 to 1 right now. So,
But
Jack,
don't ever parlay. Never parlay.
Never parlay except always parlay. Jack, have a great weekend. Let's get some winners, and we'll be back with you guys next week to bring you week 4 picks. Peace.